Me and Jade dated another couple in the past, which now I think about it, there was a lot of shit, a lot of fucking red flags in that relationship. And that's the thing that sucks when you have hope and you think that other people are good. But this is a story about some narcissistic shit. Now that I know what a narcissist is and all that. But anywho, so in the beginning, it was like everything seemed good. It was effortless. I even had said to her at the time, I was like, it just seems too good to be true. Little did I know it was. Here we go. So at first, it was like when an issue had arose up, it was her husband felt that Jade was not moving fast enough and that Jade wasn't putting any effort in, when in all reality, his idea of trying to get to know her was trying to like grab on her boob, slide his hand in between her thighs and shit like that, constantly making a whole bunch of sexual gestures. And me wanting it to work, I informed him. I was like, bro, that's not what she's about. I was like, you have to get to know her, get to know her mind. So then he did that and started having like small talk engagements with her, and still was trying to do all the nude stuff. And at one point I told him, I was like, look, it feels like you're just out for sex. He obviously was. Fast forward, he obviously was. But then it was annoying because at the beginning, it was like Jade was always the issue. That's all everything was talk about, Jade and what she's not doing and whatever, whoop-de-woo. And then eventually Jade was like, you know what, fuck this. And like fell on board and slept with him. And then all of a sudden, Jade wasn't an issue anymore. Then I became the issue. And then it was just me. I'm just like, what the hell? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it seemed like everything I did was wrong. Me and Jade's boyfriend's wife were constantly having arguments. And I was like, what are we arguing about? I'm like, why is it anytime that I express to you how I feel, there's a fucking argument? I don't understand. I'm just telling you how I feel. I don't get it. And it was always, it was always me. It was always projected on me. I was like, what am I doing? I'm somehow hurting your feelings by telling you how I'm feeling. And a lot of times sometimes it had nothing to do with her. I was like, okay, all right, cool. So there was even a time where her and her husband got mad at the way that I wrote in my diary. It's a diary. Aren't you supposed to talk about how you feel and what's going on? Like, it was ridiculous, but whatever on that one. So then I became the issue. There was a situation where he ended up, like, him and Jade ended up sleeping together, and then he had to leave the next morning because he was flying out to the East Coast, and he tried to engage in sex. Jade was like, no, smacked his hand away. Then he tried to take off her panties. She smacked him. She started rubbing up on her and shit. She said no, like yelled at him verbally no. He ended up telling his wife that he tried to engage in sex and Jade turned him down.